right. What are you doing? Okay. I don't know. What is it? Attack Roll, Eastern Model, Zero, Digimon, My Hero Academia. Let me just back up. Let's see what we got here. I'm afraid if I enter, I won't ever leave. Gundam stuff. What is that? More Gundam stuff. Ooh, Evangelion. Ooh, sounds like. What is that? I don't know. I'll probably have to look it up later. Attack Girls. What is that? Is that Zoids? I don't know. Looks like it. More Gundam, more Gundam, more Gundam. Tekka Man Blade. Ho 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 ho, damn. Hello. You work here?
No.
No? Okay. What brings you to the Otaku store?
Oh, well, mostly just these models. You know, I like Gunpla. That's pretty much it. I don't really collect figures or anything else. It's pretty much just Gunpla. Yeah. So once in a while, I'll stop by here. You know, see what they have.
All right.
I just got stocked up on some of these. A little outside my price range. But
You know, I never understood Mecha. The only thing I like, ooh man, maybe Techno Man over in America, but they call it Tekka Man Blade over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I definitely I used to really like Gundam growing up, like the anime. You know, and basically kind of over, you know, COVID just kind of developed into a unhealthy obsession with building the models. I built a few back in junior high.
Did you ever follow this show right here?
No, I never did. I know people really like that, but I know there's some other ones in here. Like they have some other stuff they have like the car from what the heck's that anime? You know, or it's a manga actually. I forget the name of it. It's like a little Honda or whatever. But yeah, I never did.
I think there's so many versions of that mecha because he gets new powers every episode, and there's like over 200 episodes already.
Nice.
Yeah, he starts off as a little head, a little drill bit head.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Is it worth watching?
Oh yes, I watched it. Like the first episode. It's shonen mecha.
What does the model look like? He's got the
he changes so many times.
crazy drill shoulders.
Yeah.
You know, looks like he'd be useful on a construction site. That's for sure.
The concept of pretty much the underdog finding a way to overcome all odds.
Right.
That's a prevalent theme for that one.
Nice.
For this one, they heavily censored it when they first had it on KCOP channel 13 over here.
Oh yeah.
It was under Techno Man. They censored it when he morphs. It's like Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
He's naked and it's all holographic.
I think they did that with a lot of animes that came to the States. They kind of, dumbed them down a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Prime time.
Yeah, they chopped a lot of the dialogue out because it wasn't for kids. They said, here, something flashy.
There's like nudity in Dragon Ball Z too, I'm pretty sure, and stuff
There's
like
only
that.
like 2 chicks in there.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure they had some scenes, stuff like that, stuff that didn't make it to the tsunami or whatever.
What's the American stuff doing in here? Get that out of here. What's American stuff doing in here? It came specifically
Batman?
for... Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's just people that like to build figures.
Oh, it's a building
also
thing.
build those, I guess. Or collect figures, I should say. Some of our figures, some of our models actually, like, I think Bandai has some Batman models out now. So, they're just trying to branch out and, keep, like, absorbing people into this monstrous, frigging... world of models that they've gotten a nice kind of semi-monopoly over. There's other companies though, like if you look at this model here, this is a Chinese company. Oh my gosh, what's the name of them? But they put their those two, but they put their They don't put their name on. They put like the model number.
Oh yeah,
or
make it
whatever.
look like official, like
Yeah.
foreplay. Like you are the
Right,
the
right.
manufacturer.
So what the heck is the? I forget. It's a Chinese company. They're not bad. You know, there's some like fitting issues from their older models, but
$100.
you know, what you gotta look at kind of what the comparable like. This is the thing. It's kind of it's a rabbit hole because you know if you were to get for example, the Bandai version of this.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically the same size, so they do the models by size and detail. That's kind of how they break them up into different echelons. Like this would be equivalent to like a master grade Bandai model, which you see here. It says MG stands for master grade. And basically, master grades are a certain level of detail, certain scale. They're all like 1/100 scale of whatever this thing would be in real life. And this is very similar to that. It's a 1/100, but they don't call it master grade or anything like that. Because again, this is kind of Bandai's. This is Bandai's kind of marketing or, you know what I mean, terminology for scale and for detail. And so they, they just call it 1/100, and then that's the name of the actual mobile suit, the Jag Doga. And Bandai, of course, has their own Jag Doga, and I think they make it in RE100 form, which is a basically, the same size as their master grade line, except that the detail is not as doesn't have as much detail. They usually don't come with things like LED lights. Like this, for example, has an LED light, has a bunch of gimmicks like opening hatches, things like that. Whereas on the RE100s they don't. But for Bandai master grades they do. So it's just like equivalent to like a Bandai master grade, and something with this level of detail, this size, it's about on par, like price-wise, for what Bandai would charge.
What caught my attention as a teenager was what do you call it? The provocative figurines.
Oh, right,
I'm like, they're $200. I looked at in one of the catalogs,
right.
Damn.
So it's a little bit better than finding an old Playboy or something.
Oh yeah.
In a magazine.
And she was fully clothed too. She was just in a swimsuit.
Still looks okay, That's horrible. We're such misogynists.
I
think women like it too, though.
Sonicami right there. There's one being sold on the street. I took a picture of it. I said, man, I can't bring that around. I can't put that up in the house. If I
like the Final Fantasy X poster, the old
Titus.
Yeah, Titus right there. And that was the cover, I believe, of the game.
Oh yeah.
The PS2 cover.
Lulu was the show stealer.
Yeah, she was cute. If you're into goth girls, she was your girl.
Oh yeah.
For sure. Oren was pretty tight, he's like everyone's dad.
Oh, the wolf guy, the saber-tooth tiger guy?
No,
the cat
he's the
guy?
guy with the big sword. He had one arm and a...
Oh, yeah.
He's the one that knew Titus' dad, Jecht, who became Sin.
Did he, the big, giant black pillar
destroys
thing?
the world every 10 years, yeah. But, yeah, I'm in like my mind is like, when I come in here, it's like a black hole into the gunpla section. I don't even mess with, because, if you go around the other side,
robots
they have
only.
more figurines. Yeah, no, that's well, they got some other stuff. Yeah, that's ridiculous,
What is it?
That's cool. That's, it looks like a Gundam, clearly. But I'm not sure if it is, honestly. It might be some kind of off thing, yeah. But yeah, this is where it all,
Oh, replacement parts?
Yeah, these are like, they call them builder's parts, so these are like, basically, you want to add on to what you have. So, for example, I've bought these before, like I bought this one. And what I've done is I've made a regular, see if I got a picture of it, like a regular rifle sight, like the sight on a beam rifle, look a little bit more detailed. Is that the right word? It has some more, pizzazz to it. So let's see if I can find this. Yeah, can zoom in here. Kind of see this. I added the green lens and the cap, and I painted it all to match. So it actually, and I put in a photo etch part in there, so it looks like a piece of actual metal instead of just the plasticky, really, corny, just indented circle with indents. It's supposed to be a sight.
Yeah,
I actually put a photo etch part. I put a photo etch part on top of that. Created a new, good-looking sight, and then I put basically the cap, or I put that inside the cap holder, and then put the lens over it, and then super glued it to the old cap to make it look flush, like it was part of it, and then I painted it all so that it looks like seamless.
That's
color.
badass.
Yeah. So people do stuff like that with these. See, there's like piping and
Oh,
you,
extra
you
parts.
basically like the idea of like them building these models is like you can kind of customize at a certain point. Like you can build them out of the box like this, but then you know any of the stuff you can paint it however you want. You can add little wires, extra little thing you can get rid of instead of if you don't like this tubing that you have for like the the energy. Whatever that is, probably for the sniper rifle, however it's coolant. I don't know if it's ammo. Somehow it's giving it some kind of like beam capacity. Whatever. You can take a piping or take metal. You can buy some shit at the hardware store, put it in there, and people do that too, and make it look more realistic. It's like military stuff,
Cosplay for model cosplay?
It is, yeah. It's like a lot of people that have a military modeling background like this stuff. Because they take their skills that are like making like planes and stuff look really realistic, and they make these things look like they're actually like tanks and weather them and look really cool. So, yeah, I kind of went down the rabbit hole myself. Probably spent too many hours and too many dollars, but what are you gonna do?
What do you work at or as?
My day job, I work for the bike share, Metro Bike Share, the bikes we can rent.
Oh, yeah. I can see those things all over the place.
Yeah, so I work now as a dispatcher for them.
Nami? Nami with long hair?
Oh, there you go. Yeah. There you go.
Too much clothes.
Well, they've got websites for you then.
Yeah. Stay away from Fate Grand Order. It had a lot of, ads, but then when I downloaded it, it's like turn-based, like, cards.
Well, there's the car. That's what I was saying. From Initial D, that was the...
Oh, yeah. The car. Zoids?
Yeah, Zoids. Yep, and they've, again, like, was that Ultraman or whatever the hell? I don't even know what some of these animes are. Ooh, that's a cool one. That's a well-painted... Someone did a paint job in that one. Gray kind of color scheme. It looks cool, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's a cool look. It's like military, but obviously not real. Oh, these two, they move these. I have both of these models.
Someone in the back? Does she make them or what?
Her and her husband, yeah. Like she actually said she made this one, the Sasuke. These are both from Char's Counterattack. It's a really good movie. That one is really fun cool. That's actually metal. That's not a model. That's comes like that's like a $200 figure. That red one right there. It's actually metal. It looks very close to these, but if you were to hold it, it's not made out of metal. There's the thing we were looking at earlier, the Jake Doga, but that's the Bandai version. Yeah.
Looks clunky.
It is, yeah. But they put these all together because they're from the same movie. They appear in the same movie. But it's really fun, me building these because they have all kinds of details. You can open the cockpit, like all this stuff, like it's very like, yeah.
Does this place have like a website, like where
Yeah,
they advertise all their stuff?
They have an Instagram account.
Oh yeah.
They definitely have an Instagram account. So I follow them on Instagram. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Are you just coming in just to like first time?
I just saw an open plaza and I said, well,
this is like the last store here too, which is really sad. I used to have a bunch more stuff up there that was like gaming and I'm pretty sure probably some other hobby stuff. This is like the last remaining, I think, store in the plaza. Bamboo Plaza.
are there any job openings where you're at? The bike thing?
You can go if you check on bicycle transit systems. They do post jobs time to time. A lot of times you have a background as like fixing bikes, like any kind of bike mechanic background, or just like hey, you say you got a bicycle that helps and you like the bike. Otherwise, yeah, I mean.